Alright. This orange flavor back at you once again. Hope everybody is doing good. I'm giving a big shout out to all the YouTube family, JT, Uncle Me the Man, Till Papa JT. Just hope everybody is doing well. Sorry. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to Jdnessa, Mr. JD, and Mrs.Nessa, and the kids from the KK to the little one, from to the youngest kid, Baby Joe. I just love all of y'all, and y'all just a good example of how just a harmonic family should be, and I love that because nowadays you really don't see something like that. And Mrs. Nessa, I just love the way you try and understand and trying to see the teenager's point of view. Not everybody does that. And I just want to give a big shout out to you, and I thank God for all of y'all lives, and I just hope y'all keep it going like that. And I know that God is going to help you, and I know that God's going to bless all of you. Now, what really hit me hard is just the little one after the KK saying that daddy's going to let her date was 16 when she's at high school. That's what just made me really laugh so hard. And then Mr. Nessa, you said, you don't know your daddy. And yeah, that's true, because even if I were a daddy, I would let my daughter date at 16. I mean, really. Okay. And I want to tie this into daddies love their little girls. It's like this. Actually, there's always this saying that boys need their daddies. Well, not as much as girls do. Let me explain why. Like my girl Iraq always say, shout out to you, my brown sugar. It's like this. Daddies are the ones that should set an example for how the girls' future daddies must be, so that when they grow, they can say, yeah, I want my future husband or the one that I'll date to be like my daddy, so that he can treat me like my daddy, love me like my daddy, and treat me as the princess that I was, like my daddy treated me. Treating like a princess is not what I mean is by giving them everything or letting them, chill every day and spoiling them. No. But then just giving them the basics and just being there and taking care of them. Not letting any man or boy mess around with them. That's what a daddy is. And MKK, I mean, you just said the safe side, I'll tell you too. But I think daddy is not that mean. He maybe gonna let you go with 25, 26, but that's just with luck. And again, I want to give a big shout out to you, MKK, about what you said about that you don't care about what your friends think, and that is good. That's a great example of living a good life, because nowadays you have this teenager saying, "Oh, my friends are doing this, so I gotta do that." But about that statement that you made in that video, that just shows that you are focused on what is right and not what is wrong, and not what about what your friends are doing. And that's good, and I want to give you a hand clap for that, because it's not every young girl thinks that way nowadays. But I pray for them, but sometimes it's just not their fault. They don't get taught right. But sometimes it's the parents' fault also. But you don't judge nobody. I'm gonna leave that alone. So like I was saying, daddies are the one who has to set an example of how their little girl's husband or the one that they date should be. But it's so sad that this time around, daddies are not around. Daddies are not there to take care of their little girls. Daddies are not around to maybe show them a boy how to be a man. But I'm not talking about the boys right now, I'm just talking about the girls. Because I just want to share this. I have a friend. Oh no, I mean my late sister. She always said that she wanted a man just like my daddy. Even though I really never had a chance to really live with him, for a long time, but my sister did. And the way to describe my daddy is, she just said that my dad is just the way every man should be. Even though he wasn't really that God-fearing. But the love and care that he always gave my sister, and the way he was there for her, it just made her want to have a man that's just like my daddy. And she found one, but her bonus was he was God-fearing also. So that just made everything combined, and they just lived happily. They were just good together, man. Rest in peace, Doreen Adams. Whew, I'll miss you. Anyways, that's it. So sometimes some girls don't really see it that way. The people don't see it that way. No, let me say it like this. Little girls don't see it that way. They just say that their daddy's too strict or something. No. It's just that they have this certain love for their baby girls. Just like mothers have this love for their baby boys. And that love is just good. It's just like Michael Kyle did in My Wife and Kids, the show My Wife and Kids. When Claire started dating, it was hurting him. It's not that he had something against Tony. It was just hurting him to see that he's about to lose Claire to another boy or to another man, and he was just afraid. Because for a girl, the higher rate, it's really risky. If you're not really trained up well, and then you sleep around before you're married, you can get pregnant, and if you don't really think well, you're gonna say you want to get rid of the child, and then you go and have an AB. I don't like saying that word. I've said it already. And then it's over. Then you've damaged yourself spiritually. And that is why some daddies are it's just a fear. That's why they don't want to let their daughters date very, very early. That's why they really want to wait till they get married. They're a little bit cooler with a boy, but I think that in this century, you gotta be even more harder on your boy, because it doesn't still mean that, oh, okay, he's a boy, he can get pregnant, so that's it. You gotta make sure that he gotta keep that thing between his legs, in his pants, not outside of it. The only point you can take it out is when you want to pee, and be real with y'all. And but I'm just still talking about the girls. Sometimes you see that some daddies, when their daughters are getting married, they can even cry. Sometimes it's a cry of joy, but sometimes, yeah, sad, because they know that their daughters are leaving the house and going to another man's house. And then they're afraid that the man's going to treat her bad or not love her the way it is. So I just want to say this in this video, that daddies, little girls, daddies love their girls. So girls, don't be mad at your daddy if he loves you so much, because that's the way a father is to their little girls. So girls, respect that. And Nene, you gotta really think about that, because I don't think that daddy's gonna let you date at 16. Well, I'm out of this, and this Orange Flavor saying peace and stay blessed.